Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's tutorial is on this look right here and I love this. I've been doing either just this eye look or a lighter version of this eye look. I'm really feeling these tones lately, and if you want to see how I created this look, keep watching. First thing is primer. I'm going to use one that is from a brand I've never talked about on my channel. It's from the brand Perfectly Posh. It's similar to maybe Avon or Mary Kay, those types of companies that you can work for them and be a distributor and sell and do parties and that kind of thing. And this is their Under Wonder Matte Finish Pore Primer, and it's a silicone based one, and actually I like it a lot, but you just want to give it a good shake. I'll link the website down below if you want to check it out. They have lots of skincare, you know, like body scrubs and that kind of thing. So I'm just putting a little bit on my fingers and I'm just putting that everywhere, but mostly in the T-zone. Before I go any further to the makeup, I do want to put a lip balm on my lips. I'm grabbing the Pur-lisse Daily Lip Nourisher with mango and shea butter. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm, or yeah, I think it was a BoxyCharm. So I'm just going to apply that. That way my lips will be nice and moisturized. I am going to use a matte lip product, so I want to make sure my lips are extra hydrated. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. Mine is so beat up. I've had this forever, and I'm not even kidding you. You don't even get an ounce in there, but I have had this forever, and I just can't get down to the end. So I've been using it a lot before it goes bad. I'm just going to pat that on the parts that I do want a little bit more luminous areas of the skin. Onto foundation, going to use the number 7 airbrush Away. I kind of stopped using this for a little while and started using some of my other foundations, and then I used this again the other day. I truly love this foundation. If you haven't seen my review on it, I'll link that down below in the description box. If you're looking for color reference, I'm in Cool Ivory. I'm just using an expert face brush from Real Techniques to kind of buff, but more press this into the skin. For concealer, I'm using something that's a little bit more brightening and a little lighter in formula, not as much coverage because I don't have a whole lot to conceal, but I just like putting a little bit under my eyes. This is the number 7 Radiant Glow Concealer. It's not my favorite, but I'm trying to use it up. It comes in one of those like cool clicky pens. I wouldn't say it's bad, I just don't always feel it gives the coverage I'm looking for. But if you don't need a lot of coverage and you just want a little something for the under eyes, it works perfectly fine for that. Going in with a tiny little stipple brush, I'm just going to press that into the skin. To lightly set everything, I want to use the RCMA No Color Powder. This is perfect if you want more of a matte look, but you don't want to add a whole lot of cakiness to the skin. It's very light. It doesn't have any color. It is white, but it doesn't leave a white cast, which is nice. So definitely recommend this powder, and it's inexpensive and you get a lot. Let's continue on with the face, and then we'll do the eyes last. I'm going to grab my NYX Matte Bronzer. This is in, I think, light. Yes, in light. It is warm. It is a true bronzer. This is not a contour. It is definitely more of a peachy, bronzy shade, but it works. If you're looking even for light days, don't even have to necessarily do blush. I'm going to do a tiny bit of contouring, nothing crazy, just to kind of hollow out the cheekbones a little bit. I'm using the Pixi Natural Contour Powder. I'm not going to open it because it is broken, which stinks, but it's not completely shattered. I just don't want to make a mess. So I'm taking a very tiny amount on a dual fiber. For brows, I think I'm gonna do the Wunderbrow. I'm in the shade Brunette. This is their brow gel. And let's brush these. Now on to eyes. I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Yogurt. I'm using this as my base. Just with a larger brush, I'm just kind of blending out. This is a gorgeous one and done eyeshadow as well. You could totally just wear this, a little mascara, and you're good to go. I'm going in with my very dirty Lorac Pro Palette. I'm using a couple shades out of this palette. I'm going to use a mix of nude and champagne for the inner corner. This is such a pretty combination. Just brightens up everything. Look at that. Love those colors together. They're beautiful all on its own, but something about just mixing the two I've been loving. Now I'm going to go in with Taupe, which is a nice light brown taupey shade, and I'm going to start that in the crease. Also on the outer corner a little bit too. With a smaller brush, I'm going to go in with Sable, which is a chocolate brown. And I'm going to use that just to deepen out the outer corner. Just take your time with the step. Go back and forth, add some more, blend some, add some more, blend some. On a flat definer, I'm going to go in with Taupe again, and I'm going to take that on the lower lash line, and I'm just pressing it into the lashes so we don't get any fallout. I'm going to go in with a tiny little definer, and I'm going to grab that nude and champagne and just get a little bit more in the inner corner. Take it down here on the inner bottom lash line too. Using an angled brush, I'm going in with the black shade in the palette, and I'm going to just work that close to the lash line. I don't want to actually do liner today, but I do want particularly the middle outer corner here to look thicker on my lashes. Giving my lashes a quick curl, and then we'll go in tight line, do some mascara. For tight lining, I'm going to use, it's so tiny now, it's the Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet Glide On eye pencil in black velvet, just any black. Even take it on the bottom waterline. I'm only going to do it on the outside half. I'm not going all the way in. It's going to close my eyes off too much. I'm going to use my Blinc Black Lash Primer. And while that's still a little bit wet, I'm going to go in with the Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt Mascara from L'Oreal. Our eyes are done. Let's wrap up the face with a blush and highlighter. I'm gonna go in, I just have all my blushes in a Z palette here. And I think I'm gonna go in maybe with a mix of Exposed. Yeah, I'm gonna do Tarte Exposed, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of Tarte Fearless on the apples of the cheek, just kind of to give a little pop of color. I'm taking Exposed higher up. And then going in with Fearless just on the apples. I think for highlighter, I'm going to go in mix 2. I'm grabbing Champagne Pop. Just going to put that. And then I've been grabbing MAC Soft and Gentle and putting that on top. I just think kind of creates a perfect highlight. They're beautiful all on its own, but it's fun to mix and match, especially if you have a lot in your collection. For lips, I'm going in with one of KatVonD's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Lovesick. It's so pretty. I don't have Lolita or Lolita 2 and all that. I think that those come off a little too brown. That's more fall. This is pretty. I love this color. I'm going to go ahead and set everything with the Skindinivia setting spray. And that's the completed look. I think it is a very glamorous one, but very classic, and actually it would be a beautiful bridal makeup, I think, too. I've just been loving these tones, and even though I generally don't like to wear matte lipsticks, this formula is thin enough and light enough on the lips where it doesn't feel like you have something too heavy. So definitely one of my favorite formulas for a matte liquid lipstick. But yeah, that's the look. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, you know where that button lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. The lighter shades, the beige one and then the first one, I did have to kind of build up a little bit. You still get a lot of color, but it's not as